tell you that for you now to actually get the kind of impact mentorship you need, of course, you need to work with a mastermind mentor. Is a mentor in your church, in your organization, mastermind mentor. Someone that have experience, they're not experience. Okay, somebody that has a system you can copy and follow. So with this now, it can lift you up. So when it lifts you up, you can actually go out there to make a strong difference by building people, by building a team, by building your own team, your own organization that will live even when you are gone 1 million years from now. You can build a community that you remember for that you're going to make a significant legacy. You build a business family. So this kind of relationship, business family, it needs another kind of transformation. And you need that kind of relationship, which is transformational relationship. What I say, transformational relationship, where you can activate people's life, where your life can lift up people. So you lose leadership skill. Leadership skill is a learnable skill. That is when you can actually earn a fortune. That is when you can actually earn residual income. That is when you can actually earn, of course, a brand for yourself. So, looking at it, the most important factor on this thing I drew today is you. Tell your neighbor me. Tell your neighbor, tell your neighbor you. You are the most important factor. So God has deposited treasures, giftings, talents, ideas already inside of you. So all those ideas inside of you is what will make you unique from every other person in this life. That is the thing that will make you unique. Those giftings, those things that nobody can do better than you need to go inside of you and search it, because that is what will make you a billionaire. What will make you a billionaire is not all this you see outside is called contributing factor. What I say? Contributing factor. Those one doesn't make you a billionaire. What makes you a billionaire is what's happening inside of you. It's called determining factor. What do I call it? Determining factor. So that determining factor is the giftings, the ideas, the talent, the vitality, the fidelity, those things that God has put inside of you for you to come and improve the earth, for you to liberate the earth, for you to make the earth a better place for people to stay. Because animals don't make the earth a better place. Only human being can improve the value of this earth. So those giftings, you need to go inside of you, discover them. When you discover them, oh wow, you can actually build a system around it, improve it and become better, become a premium price. That is the job of an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs make things better. Entrepreneurs don't leave things the way they meet it. They add value to that thing, they make it better. And from there, you can now do transaction, which is business. You know, business. And the business you are doing, you are intentionally to create a brand. You know, brand. Because if you don't create a brand, it's difficult to create a legacy. You must create a brand. And once you create a brand, you can do business. And that brand can be your legacy with structures and systems and leadership. Of course, you can actually leave a succession plan. So we have been talking about us recently, about leadership, about how we can actually build this business that will give us this money. And you must actually give to that business your time, your strategy, your what again, your system. You can build a system around it. You have to build a system, succession plan, and what again, staffs and people. So for you to actually do that for a business, you are expecting the business to give you what we call financial freedom, time freedom, and of course freedom of mobility and freedom of what? Expression. And for you to expect that, you must give birth to a vision, and that vision must carry solution. The vision must carry, of course, what again? It must carry solution because value. It must also carry what again? Hope. It must carry what again? Plan. And of course, inside those hope and plan, we have to come in and look at the problems you can solve so you can actually get the points you are going to. So yesterday, we discussed something very important yesterday about a leader must be convinced, he must be creative, he must sustain, and he must do what? Supply. So today, Mr. Nat, I need your phone, please. Sorry, sir. So today we have to look at something very important today. Okay, 4 types of leadership needed in the emerging world. 4 types of leadership needed in the emerging world. So the world we are today, we said a leader must be convinced yesterday. He has to have a conviction about that product, that vision is believing it. You must be convinced. Of course, you must also, what again yesterday? You must be creative. Turn on creative. You must create something, a performing team, and you must also have a sustainable plan and a supplying plan for that your team. So there's a kind of leadership, leaders the world is looking for, because if you're not that leader, it will be difficult to sustain your ideas, your visions, your dreams. So 4 types of leadership, leadership needed in the emerging world. 4 types of leadership needed in the emerging world. 4 types of leadership needed in the emerging world. Is it in the emerging world? Yes, in the emerging world. So the world that we are emerging today, the world that we are creating for ourselves today, we need 4 types of people here. So the first one we are looking for is a strategic leader. Strategic leader or strategic leadership. Number 2, we need that one, thought leadership. So leaders that can think, thought leadership. So they can think, okay? We also need that management team leadership. So we have to look at management and team leadership. Management and team leadership. Let's put it like that. So, and the 4th one we need is leading by example. So we want to look at this today. We're looking for 4 types of people. So if you are one of these, or you can have possessed most of this, you are very sure you will lead in the next generation, in this generation that we are right now. So 4 of them. So 4 types of leadership needed in the emerging world. So the first one is strategic leadership, of course. No, thought. Okay, thoughtful leadership. Okay, we can put it there, no problem. Thoughtful leadership, okay? Thoughtful leadership is fine. Thoughtful leadership. So we need them. Strategic leadership, thoughtful leadership, management and team leadership, and leading by example. So we need the 4 of them. Okay. So we have to take 1 or 2 notes today, not plenty, but we have 3 things to cover today. Developing your leadership, how you can grow your leadership, mentorship, model, leading, and failing. So we have 1 or 2 things to do. That will make so sense for us. So let's see how far we can go. If you are with me, shall I? Okay, so let's start with the first one. Strategic leadership. Let's look at it. You're a leader. Okay, let's write this one down. This is an executive leadership that is responsible for direction and strategy. This is an executive leadership that is responsible for direction and strategy. Direction, risk and strategy. Strategic leadership is an executive leadership that is responsible for risk, direction, and strategy. So this kind of leadership that are always responsible for risk, direction, and strategy. So if you are those kind of people that like to take risk, you like to get trade direction, you like to put up some strategy, where are we going to? They always answer those questions. Where are we going to from here? How are we going to get there? What are we going to experience along our way? These are the questions this kind of leaders answer. So you come with an idea of producing a bottled water. The question is that where are we now? Where are we going to? How are we going to get there? The experience we're going to have on the way. What are we going to do? We have to put up some marketing strategy, business plan. This is an executive leadership that is responsible for risk, direction, and strategy. This is an executive leadership that is responsible for risk, direction, and strategy. So these kind of leaders are the one that will always want to answer the question of risk, direction, and what? Strategy. So they always answer the question of where are we now? Where are we going to? Where are we now? So this is the reality. Where are we now? Where are we going to? How are we going to get there? What will be our most experience as we're going there? Risk and risk mitigation. They have to sit down and write a plan. Okay, right now I want to create 6 generals. This is where we are. I don't have anyone. I have 2, I have 3. Okay. So how long will it take us to get? What are the process in place? Are we going to do for prospecting? Are we going to do inviting? Are we going to do presentation? So I say you should write that this is executive leadership that is responsible for risk, direction, and strategy. Are you with me there? Yeah. Okay, full stop. When God calls you to executive leadership, it means He's putting you into a position to make a decision. When God calls you into an executive leadership, it means that He is putting you in a position to make a decision with authority in an organization for direction, strategy, etc. When God calls you to an executive leadership, it means that He's putting you in a position to make a decision with authority in an organization for direction and strategy. So when God calls you to an executive leadership, that means He's putting you in a position to make a decision with authority in an organization for direction and what? Strategy. So when God calls you to an executive leadership, what it means is that He's putting you in a position to make decision with authority in an organization for direction and what? Strategy. So When you find yourself in any place that you have to make some decisions, you are a center of influence. So know that God has put you there to make decisions with authority in an organization for direction and what? Strategy. Okay. I said when God calls you to an executive leadership position, He's putting you in that position to make a decision with authority in an organization for direction and strategy. So you have to put up, you have to find out yourself, where will I love to function? But yesterday we talked about having conviction of the vision you have. If you're not convinced on the vision you have, nobody will follow you. So you must first lead yourself before other people, before you can lead others. So the world we are looking for, we living today, are looking for leaders who are going to be strategic. So this is your executive position. So if you desire one, you want to go and solve a problem, because for you to actually have a vision, that vision must carry solution. Tenor solution. It must carry what again? Value. It must carry hope. Tenor hope. It must also carry plan. So if you are looking at, because we want to look at how to identify problems, how to solve problems, maybe by next week, depending, or we can just leave that training to maybe after the Xmas. So we have other trainings in between. So if I would like a full house for that particular training, I wouldn't like to have half sections. It's going to be a mind blowing. So that's I want to try and finish this today, so that by tomorrow and the rest we can have some things for us. So that means when you are a strategic leader, you are called to executive position. So number two, we're going to look at thoughtful leadership. Let's look at it. Thoughtful leadership. This thoughtful leadership, these set of people are responsible for advising leaders. This set of people are responsible for advising leaders. So this thoughtful leadership, they are always responsible to advise. They are always there to advise. This one is an executive. So you are designing executive leadership, this one is advice. Advising leaders. So you see, in Igbo land, they are what they call Onowu. They are what they call kingmaker. They don't want to become king. They love it so much that place they are, they're always telling kings what to do. In fact, there was a story in the Bible I heard about David. David, of course, was this guy that was advising him. So I think when Jonathan also went to, I think Ahithophel or something like that, for the advice, David now said, "Oh, we are done. No, if this guy have gone to that guy will actually give him all my strategies, because he's the one that was behind David's success. He was advising David on what to do, guiding him. These kind of leaders are thoughtful leadership. The example of them is Joseph. Tell me Joseph. Joseph was the one that interpreted Pharaoh's dream and told him, see, 7 years of plenty, 7 years of what? Lack. And if they must saved at least one fifth. 1/5 means that for every 5, 1. That means 20%. For every 10 is 2. 1/5 must be saved. Now, Pharaoh now told him, if you are telling me this, then you are the best guy to do the job. So he's always there to advise. And Pharaoh now told him, nobody will be greater than you in Egypt except me. That means he's always there to advise Joseph. So these kind of thoughtful leaders. Thoughtful leaders are mostly an advisors. Thoughtful leaders are mostly an advisors. What does the future look like? Kings always ask them, what does the future look like? Where is the risk or opportunity? What are the best prices to go? So these are all thoughtful leadership. So you can build a system around your thoughtful leadership. Some people build it and call it consulting firm. They have consulting firm where they consult, companies consult them, churches consult them, business consult them. They charge money. They call themselves mentors. So you find yourself always giving advice that work. Know that these are God's gifting inside of you. These are God things. So build a system around anything that gives you money. Build a system around it. Anything that gives you money, you must build a system around it. So these are thoughtful leadership. So you must find a place for yourself and build your domain. Turn on domain where you can dominate over a craft. But I tell you, you can only be fulfilled by creating, connecting, and doing what? Contributing. That is your fulfillment combat. So you must find that place. I will not find it for you. You have to go out and check, where do I love? Where is my place? Where is my place? So thoughtful leaders are mostly an advisors. Are you with me there? Where people always come to ask them, what does the future look like? Where is the risk and opportunity? What are the best prices, etc. So these are thoughtful leadership. They're always the one that advise. And most times, the advice works. So the next one is management and team leadership. So these ones, they know how to manage highly performing team to produce a desired outcome with incentives, targets, without a conflict of accountability. This set of leaders know how to manage a high performing teams or grow a high performing team to produce a desired outcome with target, motivation, incentive, without a conflict of accountability. So this set of leaders, no matter how difficult that team is, that place, just put them there. I tell you, next 5 minutes, they will just say one or two things. The whole team will just calm down. And you see, when you've been growing up, that when people are fighting and you showed up, peace don't set in. Like as if you carry the Prince of Peace around with you. This kind of person, if you find these things happening to you, build a system around it. That's how you're going to make money. I say this set of management and team leadership. This set of leaders grow and manage a high-performing team to produce a desired outcome with target, motivation, incentives, without conflict of accountability. Without conflict of accountability. Another leader can be there telling you, go and sweep the floor, you go and do this. Everybody will just be rebelling. I'm not going. But when they show up, they don't even need to say, you are already taking action. So when you find yourself, when two people are fighting and you step in, peace set in. Husband and wife are having conflict and you step in, peace set in. Companies are having issues, step in. In fact, there was a guy who was telling me a story. He said his father was a teacher before the father died. So almost all the cultists in the school, when the father showed up, even on the street, that in the house today, they have cutlass, they have guns, the father will just say, you, bring that thing. And you see this cultists, they don't know what happened to them, they just carry the gun and submit. They don't even argue. Two people can fight him and I say, you come, collect the gun, take them to the house. You two of you kneel down. And they will just kneel down like that. So you need to build a system, a system where you be consulted. You can now document your process. See, until your life liberate others. But I thought we're going to talk about this. Everybody have treasures inside of us already. All of us have treasures, giftings, ideas inside of us. So until you package that treasure to become a premium brand that solves a problem, that means you're an entrepreneur. Until you package the brand to sell transaction, you're a businessman. Business is to make money. Until you build a system around your business, leadership, succession plan, that's how you can create legacy. Turn on legacy. Why we are living is to create legacy. We are starting today to look at our treasures to put things in place because of legacy. So that when we are gone, 500 years, 1 billion years, you are still living on earth. You are like Christ, that even though he has gone, he still lives on earth. Yes or yes? Yes. You are like the guy that produced, the white guy that produced aircraft. Even when they are gone, we are still using their product. We are still using the virtues, the value that they brought to the world. We are still using it and modifying. We are not yet done with aircraft. You are like the guy that produced electric bulb, Thomas Edison. Even when the man is gone, he's still living. Because we are still using his brand. Yes or yes? Mercedes is somebody's name. Benz is somebody's name. Toyota is somebody's name. Tesla is somebody's name. Microsoft is somebody's brand. Dangote is somebody's brand. What is your own brand? What is your own name? So we are not just coming to the earth to occupy space. I say you are here by divine selection. Before we leave the earth, we must be transformed. Say not transform. So you must be transformed so that you can live long before you have gone. And it is when you are doing on this path of destiny that you can have fulfillment. Turn on fulfillment. And that's when achievement will come and dreams will be achieved. And that's why you will make the billions you are looking for. Because as you living a fulfilled life. So building a system around your brand will help you. So it's always good to know the areas you are calling. Like me, I don't like where there is where there is so much problems. I don't like it. If I'm really so problems, if I cannot fix it, I will leave. Because it affects my mental life. So I know that definitely for sure. That once I show up, I cannot manage the situation, I will just leave. Because when they start their wahala, I don't like see blood. I don't like where they keep person. So you can see. So because of that, I don't go there. So for you to actually know the kind of position you are called to, you have to know whether you are a thoughtful leader, you like to give advice, you are a strategic leader, you like to occupy executive position. A lot of us like executive position. Some people don't like executive position. They say, no. I don't want to become the president. I don't want to become the chairman. I can advise them. I can support them. I can be their commissioner. I can be their minister. President, no. You can imagine that. So a lot of people are people that know how to manage a high-performing team. Football, basketball, any organization, church, any place they find themselves. They can manage a high-performing team to produce a desired outcome with target. They know how to give targets. And they know how to inspire and motivate people to achieve their target with incentives, without conflict of accountability. So these people now, they always know how to manage a high-performing team. So they know how to manage a high-performing team. No matter how difficult that team is, they can manage it. So and the last one for today, but we have other two things to discuss. I have to make it very short so I can cover the other two things. Is leading by example. So leading by example. So this one manage a high-performing team to produce a high result. So you like to manage people, you like to work with people. That is where you build a system around your ideas about your vision. So the last one is leading by example. So they know how to develop and model excellence and inspire excellence. So this one, they know how to develop and model excellence. So anything they tell you, they say, do as I do, not do as I say. That's what they know how to do. Modeling excellence, they know how to mold excellence and inspire people to be excellent in all they do. So you have to look at what you like. Some people can just come here, no matter how this place is, they don't care, they are fine. Some people come and say, no, I don't like this chair like this, I want to put it like this. I don't like this one, they want excellence in what they do. They want to see, of course, uniqueness. They know how to guide people to do things, even though they want to guide you to sweep a floor. They will guide you in such a way to sweep the floor that even the host of heaven will come and witness you sweeping the floor, because you sweep it so good that nobody on earth can sweep it better than you. Like, seriously. They know how to make sure you have excellence in achievement. These people, you see them in a factory that always in quality department. Quality, of course, department. They want the product to be quality, that they're not happy with doing shabby things. They always like excellence. They don't like you want to dress the bed. They want to make sure the line connect with other line. They have the way of doing this thing excellently that if you look at it, you will now love the thing you see. So even there's always in quality control of departments of a company. So when you as a CEO is building a company organization, look out for this set of people and identify them so they can put them where they belong. That will be the area of your strength. They can do that thing without supervision. So we're having our alumni this year, our Federal Government College alumni meeting. We invite one lady among us called Mabel. This lady went from school days, 20 years after we left school, 2003, 2023. This lady she's always meticulous about things. In fact, she's the one that was in charge of food, in charge of almost logistics, everything that we did at an event. One lady, she's always detailed about things, excellent about things, very good in record keeping, and she will not even touch 1 naira. And she can give you so details to the point of even bank charges that she did transfer, and they charges her extra 7 naira. She will capture it in a record. Like, you'll be so marveled how somebody can be so meticulous and details like this. Even me, I'm like, I have one guy too in Port Harcourt, in Jonetum. When I was in Port Harcourt and Miss Harry, whenever I want, because we are 3 boys now, so once I have money, just drop money, say, this 5K, this 7K, this 20K. So we just drop money. So we don't know how that money is being spent. In Jonetum was the one that was, anytime we enter Keke, he's the one paying. We bought a car, he's the one paying. We eat food, he's the one paying. So when he tells us the money has finished, so when I ask him, how the money carry finished, I'll be so shocked that Mr. will bring paper and capture everything. Like, we lick tom-tom. Like, we buy something, change remain. We say, Madam, give us tom-tom. He capture it in that thing. I'm so mad that, how did you manage to capture the last thing like tom-tom? You know what happened? This guy always hold paper like this, always in his wallet or pocket. Each time we enter something, he writes it and puts it back. So I'm like, really? This is a good one, man. I don't know how to do this one. Maybe I have to learn it. I'm learning it right now because it's a good thing to do. So there are people like that. They can lead by example. They can install excellence in all you do. Identify them and give them that power. They will do it happily. That thing that they will say, I should do, I will start crying. That, I'm not good with this. But they can do it effortlessly. Like, to them, in fact, it gives them joy that one of my friends now that is late now, Mr. Harry, he need to go to the group chat and see what Engineering did. Engineering give us account to the point of bank charges. As in yesterday he did account. He put the bank, yes, he did transfer the charges, they charge him extra. He captured it in that account. Like, I cut cap for the young man, seriously, he's good. And we also have one to Mrs. Hannah Okondo, he's always around us. She can give you details to the point that even you go to say, Madam, change. He said, make you keep the change. He said, no. I say, I keep the change, but I must capture it in the account that keep the change. And this amount. You just imagine that. And they do this thing. When I travel without Abuja, we recruited over 2,000 people in our business in Abuja in 3 months. Mama Hannah was the one with all the accounts, radio programs, hall, everything. Mama Hannah was keeping the account. I'm only just to give her the money, and I'll go and sleep, not thinking anything about the money. Because I know when I ask for the report, she'll bring it black and white, not even 1 naira going anywhere. And these are people you have to identify. They always like to lead by example, install excellence. They tell you, they want to jog now. They say, jog as I jog, do as I do. Some leaders will tell you, or some will tell you, go, I'm coming, right? But this one, they are moving and you are following, right? Is that good or very good? So if you discover yourself in area of this, it's all strength, it's not strength. It's gifting, it's God's own. So please That is where you can build a system. It's not system. When you want to build a system around the thing, you must build three things. There must be leadership, there must be system, there must be succession plan. Succession plan. If you don't have a succession plan, you cannot be fulfilled in life. That's as people climb to the high level of rank in their workplace and they just realized that the ladder was leaning on the wrong wall. That will give them achievement and not fulfillment. So developing your leadership. Let's look at it today. Developing your leadership. Okay. So how do you develop your leadership? About 4 of them. Yeah. Could be like a subtopic. So we'll put it there. Developing your leadership. How to grow your leadership. You grow them with 1, through mentors. You grow your leadership through mentors. 2, through modeling people. You have to grow your leadership. Look for people that are also pursuing that same thing. Through learning how to develop your leadership. Through learning. 4, through failing. Failing is part of leadership. It's part of growth. Success, part of success. You cannot walk without not falling. You must have fall. The child that is walking has to fall. It's part of it. It's only at the school they took us to say that if you fail, that you don't have a chance to succeed. But it's not true. That's why you can see the A-class students are working for C-class students these days because C-class students are used to failing. So they accepted their reality. So how to grow your leadership and develop your leadership. So you can do that through mentorship, through having a mentors, through modeling people, through learning and failing. Let me give you some few notes, just one lines. But we have one more thing to discuss today before we go. Let's look at mentorship or mentors. Identify and solicit the support of a mentor. Identify and solicit the support of a mentor. Identify and solicit the support of a mentor. So now that you know that you love executive position, why not find people that are doing the same thing? Identify and solicit the support of them. Don't beg them for money. Please, when you go to a mentor, don't beg mentors for items. Beg them for ideas. And ideas. Poor men beg for items. Wealthy men beg for ideas. Items like car, house, something they can touch, money. Your mentor's position in your life is not to solve your financial problem. Your mentor is to teach you, show you how you can solve your problem by yourself. Beg them ideas. What kind of books do you read? What kind of places do you go? Who are your friends? Ideas. What can I go? Because ideas rules the world. So identify and solicit the support of a mentor. Find someone who is pursuing the same thing you love, either strategic leadership, thoughtful leadership, management and team leadership, and leading by example. Find people who are already doing that. Go to them, identify and solicit their support. And don't beg them for items, beg them for what? Ideas. Don't beg them what you can touch, beg them for what you cannot see. Because the invisible create the visible. So someone with experience, someone with a system, someone who can advise and guide you. Someone with experience, someone with a system, someone who can guide you, who can direct you. So look for someone like that. Please, if you want to go and ask for marital mentorship, please make sure the husband and wife, to your best honor, that they are not hitting themselves, they love themselves. Not to go and ask somebody who is a broken relationship about marital advice. What do you think will tell you? Oh, if it's a woman, tell you all men are bad. If it's a man, tell you all women are bad. So don't go to someone who is not living the life you want. Because someone cannot give you what he doesn't have. Yes or yes? So go look for one so that I can help you because it's a transfer of life. Mentorship is transfer of belief, a transfer of conviction. So because he has a psychology, wealth is philosophy, it's the way you think, thinking pattern. The same thing with leadership is a thinking pattern. So identify and solicit the support of a mentor, someone with experience, someone with system, someone that can advise and guide you. Are you with me there? If you are with me, shall I? So let's look at modeling. How you can model the reality and build system around your leadership to make money work for you. Money must work for you in 2024. Say amen. Amen. So we have to prepare you. I said that training I want to give to you. After that training, okay, you will not be confused again in this life. Even when you don't have 1 naira in your pocket, you'll be so satisfied and so much fulfilled. And know, because after that training, you will know that CEO, how long it will take me to become wealthy. It will be a clear picture so that you'll not be under pressure. It's just like a woman that knows that 9 months is what it takes me to give birth. Will she be worried by 7 months? Will she start complaining by 8 months? She will not complain because it's not yet 9 months. Someone that knows that it's going to take me 5 years to be a graduate and is already taking matriculation on the first year. Is he complaining? No. Second year, is he complaining? He already knows that this will take him 5 years. So he knows that this is a safe semester course. These are the timetable. Someone that knows that it's going to take me 3 years to become a master. I know, so be a tailor, of course, carpenter, whatever. So because you already know the process, it's going to take you to become a multi-billionaire. But after that training, you will actually now know what you'll be doing on a daily basis that is leading you to your success. So today, I want to give us 1 or 2 lines on models. So write this one down. Identify model of excellence that inspires you. Identify models of excellence that inspires you. Your pastor, your father, your village head, whatever. Identify models of excellence that inspire you. Comma, study their psychology and strategies. Identify models of excellence that inspire you. Comma, study their psychology and strategies. Study their psychology and strategies. Identify models of excellence that inspires you. Look for people that inspires you. Look for environment that inspires you. Look for communities that inspire you. Look for ideas that inspire you. Identify models of excellence that inspire you, and study their psychology and strategy. Study their psychology and strategy. Somebody says you want to speak like your mentor, study the way he speaks. You want to think like your mentor, study the books he read. And you want to know how your mentor thinks the way he thinks, study who he's studying. So, something they have they put it. So identify models of excellence that inspires you, study their psychology and strategy, and incorporate it into your works and in your context. So you don't have to carry everything. Get their strategy, get their psychology, say their philosophy, incorporate it in your work, in your own context. So study, identify models of excellence that inspires you, that's people that inspire you, study their psychology and strategy, and incorporate it in your work, in your context. So incorporate it in your own work and also in your own context. So you want to actually develop your leadership and grow it. Look for mentors, look for people that you can model your life towards them. Copy their philosophy, copy the way they think, the books they read. Put it in your own context, make it unique. Like most of the things I study, I listen to my mentors. Another thing I think about it. Now and I write what I'm thinking. And I write what is already working for me. And I incorporate it so that because anywhere you go, it almost works the same. Just like law of gravity. Anything that jumps up, come down. Yes or yes? Whether you are in Dubai, you are in South Africa, you are in Lagos, you are in Abuja, if you throw anything up, will it come down? Yes, it's like the law of sowing and reaping. It's a principle. So study the way they think, study their strategy, incorporate it into your work and in your own context. So you want to develop your leadership. Like, one of the days I was struggling in my business, I had to go to Abuja. I met one of my mentors. I told him, see what I'm struggling with. He now showed me what he was doing. I said, okay, why not take it and put it in your own way? I said, wow, that is interesting. So that's what I actually did. I came back, changed everything in my own way, changed all the things in my own way. In fact, one of the guys that mentored Virgin Atlantic, copy even his logo. That's how far he has gone. So he copy what the mentor does and put his own unique way, in his own gifting, his own talent. Now that becomes your own, because anything you touch, you are supposed to transform that thing. Your energy is also power everything around you, your team, your people around you, your finance, and everything around your life. So let's go to the next one. I have one more thing to teach us after this one. So learning, turn on learning. Build a library of leadership. Build a library of leadership where you can go to resource, where you can go to source from, and commit to consuming context over a period of time. Build a library of leadership. Build a library of leadership where you can source from and commit to consuming the content over a period of time. Where you can source from and commit to consuming the content over a period of time. Build a library of leadership. Build a library of leadership where you can source from and commit to consuming the content over a period of time. So look for a well that can never run dry. Look for a water that can never run dry. Build a library of leadership where you can source from and commit to consuming the content over a period of time. Like most of us are already coming here every day to build content for yourself, where you can always source from. You can always consume every day over a period of time. Build a library of leadership where you can source from and commit to consuming the content over a period of time. One of the days I entered Ambassador Wilson's office, I saw a long line of books. In fact, he bought a table and packed books on top. They want to do shelves and put the book. So you can always go there to source from it and consume the content over a period of time. Because you cannot give what you don't have. So for you to give, you must be like a river that always flows every day. So every day you can always go to consume and then use it and give out. So because if you are not consuming and using and giving out, you one day you become dried up. So you always have a place you can source from, and you can also commit to consuming the content over a period of time. The last one, but not the least, I have one more thing to teach us. But I've given us a long notes there, but fine, we'll still go back there one of these days to do some thorough work there. So developing your leadership and building system around your leadership, building succession plan, building, of course, system around it to give you money you're looking for. You must look for mentors, look for people you can model, look for a book you can read, look for systems you can draw from, not just one, not two, not three, where you can draw from, where you can never run dry. I was saying somebody, oh, you think I've started talking? I've not started talking. Where I'm drawing from, the materials, the books, the trainings I'm drawing from, next 10 years, you are still talking like this. You don't think I'm joking with you? You just go and buy hardcover notes. Tell anyone, neighbor, go and buy hardcover notes. That one that is like this. Just, I'm very sure, before we shape your brain to become millions, to identify problems and solve problems to make money, in a country like Nigeria, where there's billions of naira, money everywhere. You know why? So much problems in this country. Light problems, light road problems, problem full bucket for this country. Anyone you solve, you're a billionaire. You don't need to solve all the points to become a billionaire. Just solve one. You're going to solve it excellently well. Solve it good. Put system around it. Package and well. Okay, you don't need to go anywhere outside of you. What you need to become a billionaire is already inside of you. So wherever you activate it, so you can identify it and bring it to light. Some of you are so shy of even believing your own self. You believe everybody, believe everybody's report. You don't even believe your own report. Even the one that God told you, you don't even believe in it. So please believe in yourself. You are more than enough. Touch yourself. Say, I'm more than enough. Touch yourself. I'm a success. Touch yourself. I'm a millionaire. So believe in yourself. Believe that even if you are the only one on earth, you can make this earth better. I keep telling you every day, you are not here by divine mistake. You are here by divine selection to solve problems and to provide solutions to people. Part of your life is to liberate people. Part of your life is to activate other people. Activate them for excellence. Activate them for wealth. Activate them to light. So you are not activating people in your surrounding. Okay, you are not fulfilling purpose. So your life is supposed to liberate people. Somebody should walk into your life and leave you better than he met you. Someone should walk into your life and leave you ready to commit all his resources to you. Why do you think people sacrifice to brands and products? Why somebody buy Gucci, Versace, buy Rolex wristwatch? Why? Because the thing has affected him in such a way that the love has activated other people. So let's look at failing, right? It's very, very important. As well. Okay. Allow yourself to make mistakes and commit to learning from them. Allow yourself to make mistakes. On failing, yes, allow yourself. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Don't judge yourself. Allow yourself to make mistakes and commit to learning from them. Allow yourself to make mistakes, but please, with the guidance of your mentor. Let me put it like that. Allow yourself to make mistakes and commit to learning from them with the guidance of your mentor. I don't want to help you. With the guidance of your mastermind mentor. Commit it. See, be ready, but commit to making mistakes. Allow yourself to make mistakes and commit to learning. Commit to learning from them with the guidance of your mentor. Allow yourself to make mistakes and commit to learning from them with the guidance of your mentor. We read a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. Akkad made his first mistake. When Agamish met him, he told him, what about the money? I said, 10% was for you to keep. Did you keep the money for 1 year? Akkad said, yes, I kept the money for 1 year. Where is the money? He said, look at what I did with it. Agamish told him, don't worry, that money is gone. Because you don't give somebody money when you don't know what they're doing. When you get, there's no assurance of the money getting back to you. Agamish started teaching you and said, next time, when you save the money, always consult me. You can see all through the book, it's all about consultant, mentorship. Because mentor is shortening your journey to success. He that stands the shoulder mentor will see far. So commit to learning. You allow yourself to make mistakes and commit to learning from them. We also saw Santiago in Alchemist. Santiago made a lot of mistakes until he met the alchemist. And his life was, and anything alchemist told him to do, he did that. So let it be with the guidance of your mentor. Even the Bible, Eli, when God was calling Samuel went to Eli and said, look at he's calling me. So when he's called again, say, speak, thy servant hear it. And all. So you need mentorship. Elijah had a mentor. Disciples has a mentor. All of them had mentor. So please allow yourself, don't kill yourself when you make mistakes. Understand that nobody's perfect. Understand that we are full of excesses. Understand that even before you walk, all of us that learn how to ride a bicycle. Did you make mistakes riding a bicycle? Yes. People that learn how to drive a car, you went to a driving school, you still make mistakes, even though you did not hit the car because you're driving. Me, my first Highlander gym, the accident I get, thank God I know that all the airbags scatter for the car. Because I want be a young guy now, I want to try. That time now we go Port Harcourt from Oyo, Ogoni Road, we put the car on cruise. This is called cruise the car, you leave your hand on the steering. You're like, you want to show the world that you've arrived. We try those things. Just like when we learn how to ride bicycle in the village, I'm not gonna bully them, stream. The stream always have this long hill. So you go to the stream and you leave your hand on the bike spread your leg, the bicycle guy, inside the water, boah, you know. So you come out, you know. We know the thing, say, what if that iron put up, enter our body? So you can imagine that. So all those carelessness of life, the exuberance of youthfulness, you know. So please allow yourself to make mistakes and commit to learning from them. Write this one down. No amount of knowledge will compensate the lack of experience. No amount of knowledge will compensate the lack of experience. Go for prospecting. Allow rejection to happen on you. No amount of knowledge will compensate for lack of experience. No amount of knowledge will compensate for lack of what? Experience. Sometimes I allow some people just do the things they want to, but I really know it will not work. I really need to know what. One of the days, Ambassador Victor met me and said, Mentor, you know, I want to make so much money, 1 million naira in the next 30 days. So I want to employ 2 ladies to work for me. I think that will not sustain it. He said, no, let's do it. I said, it will not sustain. I look at it. Will he hurt him? Will he harm him? No. Will he lose much? I said, no. He now brought 500,000. He said, let's go to the radio program. I said, me, I'm adding 500K for you. I already know. He will cash out. But sustainability, no go there. So I allowed him because I want him to have the experience because it will not kill him. It will not hurt him. It's just part of the experience. I allowed him. He employed 2. He entered him brought 3rd one. I wanted to be in the 4th one. I told him, no, I don't approve it again. Today, the 3 of them is gone. All the all the phones, I didn't even ask him where are the phones he dropped them. He need to give us some of the phones, right? You know, he dropped the phone. So you allowed them. You allowed some people. I already know. Okay, Mr. Victor is there. Okay, Mr. Victor is there. Mr. Victor is there. I didn't even know. I didn't see you today. Where are those phones now? Where are the 3 phones? Where is them? You dashed them out. You know your locker. In fact, it was yesterday he reminded me that he has 2 extra tables. I said, hey, oh, and I remember where he got the tables from for those employees. He paid them salary, and those girls were just collecting salary, chopping, no producing. Chicken. They just wasted. The guy paid salary. I look at when he came back to me. If I one day, what reset his brain? I told him how many. Okay, half time. Okay, which one? My phone. Okay, no, let me block him. Thank you, sorry. I told him, how many people is doing full time now? He said, I don't know. I said, no, go and no, bring it. Go and bring your report, KPI. He now came back and told me, no one. I said, have you seen what I told you? I told you this thing will not work, but I allowed you so that you witness it. Let's go organic. Let's grow people. Now it's getting better for him. So today I want to tell you, sometimes we are allowed, not because we don't know. We also allow. Because I know that will not kill you. That will make you stronger. Now, no amount of learning, no amount of knowledge will compensate for the experience that's supposed to be on you. You just have that experience too. That will make you stronger. That will develop your entrepreneurship muscle. You'll give you 6 packs, entrepreneurship 6 packs, so that you'll be stronger to face the world, so that you can be the boss you want. Turn on the boss. The last thing we want to do today, what problems are you called to solve as a leader? So 4 types of leadership. You have to be a strategic leader, thoughtful leader, management and team leaders, leading by example. Then for you to lead well, you must get a mentor, you must model, you must learn. Allow yourself to fail, but learn. Don't do it the second time. Second time means that you never learned. Second time means that you are stupid. Because you're supposed to get a mentor. In fact, which book do you read different itself? Okay, still the richest man in Babylon. Where that guy got 50 bags, 50 talents of gold. That his in-law came to borrow the money from him. So before he borrowed the money to the in-law, he went to the money lender to go and ask the money to advise him whether he should give the in-law the money or not. And the lender told him that, see, and you need to meet me on a dinner. And I asked him, anytime you want to give somebody without an assurance of getting back that money, don't give it to the person. But that money would develop wings and fly away. And so many other things. So what saved him from losing his 50 goals or 50 bags of goals or something like that was because he seek the counsel of a mentor. That's what the Bible says. In the multitude of counsel, there is what? Wisdom. Multitude of counsel is safety. So what problems are you called to solve? What problems are you called to solve? Are you called to solve as a leader? Are you called to solve in number one, in your society, things that you're not happy about? You discussed that yesterday, before yesterday. Things that makes you frustrated, things that do what again? You're angry about, things that do what again? That burdens you. What in your society, in your business, your industry, where you find yourself, and your culture. What are the cultures you don't like? You're having a burden to solve it. And in your church, What are the things you don't like you want to improve that will make the church a better place? So what are the problems you are called to solve in your society, in your business, in your culture, and in your church, anywhere you find yourself? In the body of Christ. I would have even put the body of Christ. Some of us don't go to church. The one out the body of Christ, I know. My own is the body of Christ. My own is this, so it's fine. So you must identify one and lead. Start leading. Turn on the ball. Start leading. If you don't lead, you cannot be. Whether you like it or not, God did not create you to come and be an anointing. He said, when God created man in Genesis, He said He blessed them. He said, be fruitful, replenish, multiply, dominate. Dominate means you must dominate. For you to dominate, you must lead. You don't want to lead. You will lead when you are married. You lead as a father or as a mother. You must lead. So step into the shoe. Stop telling myself I'm not a leader. Start with the mind cleaning we gave to you. Start leading. Start solving problems. Start thinking, because 2024, what to make you make money is the amount of problems you solve. So write this one down. If you see the problem and you care about it, if you see a problem and you care about it, to make a difference. If you see any problems in your society, business, culture, church, and you care about it, to make a difference. If you see any problems in your society, your church, your culture, and you care about it, to make a difference, you are caring about to make a difference. If you see a problem and you care about it, to make a difference, because you are burdened and you are angry and you are frustrated, then you are called to do something about it. If you see a problem and you care about it, to make a difference, because you are burdened, you are frustrated, you are angry, then you are called to do something about it. So you don't need fasting and prayer. This is another, you found an industry already. Like me, I don't like being broke and poor. And don't be broke and poor with ignorance at the same time. That is very, very, you are broke and poor with ignorance. That is frustration. So I want to always give people ideas, knowledge that will make sure that they learn something new and become better for themselves. So if you see a problem, don't tell me you don't know how to make money. Identify one problem. You care about it to make a difference, because you are burdened, you are frustrated, you are angry, then you are called to do something about it. St. Thomas Edison says, I don't like the way there's darkness everywhere. We should bring light. Let's go and start a working light. Let's produce light like electric bulb. That was his burden that he cared about. He get him angry. He was frustrated with the status quo. So he did something, all he can, to make sure he make a difference. So they have electric bulbs everywhere. So the white brothers, they said, man can fly. Man should fly. Man should fly. It's a burden. They're angry that man are not flying. Why would a man not fly? He becomes a burden to them. They're already frustrated with the whole status quo. So they went to work. They gave all to that thing, and they got it right. Bicycle repairers. Since your pastor saw the burden of men perishing with darkness, sin, pastor took up a burden that something must be done. Christ must be preached. That's where the pastor got his burden from. So you must serve. If you see a problem in your society, in your business, in your church, in your culture, anywhere you find yourself, and then you care about that problem to make a difference, not the one you care about to destroy you. You care about to make a difference because you are burdened, you are angry, you are frustrated, then you are called to do something about it. Full stop. So whether it's in the marketplace, industry, organization, you care about it because there's a burden on you, you are angry, then God is calling you to leadership. God is going to lead, start something and lead it. So write this one down. You see solutions to make things better. You see solutions to make things better, more effective. If you see a solution to make things better and more effective, then God is planting a vision in your heart. If you see a solution to make things better and more effective, if you see a solution to make things better in your society, in your business, in your culture, in your church, if you see a solution to make things better and more effective, then God is planting a vision in your heart. God is planting a vision in your heart. God is planting a vision in your heart. If you see a solution to make things better and more effective in your church, in your society, in your business, anywhere you find yourself, then God is planting a vision in your heart. You need to bet a vision with solutions, values, hope. So if you can see solutions to make things better and more effective in your society, your church, your environment, then God is planting a vision in your heart. And with that vision that will come from your heart, put it away. That will make you a millionaire. That's the truth. But now I'm beginning to work on that thing. How can I document all the steps I'm going to solve this problem? So that if I finish solving the problem, I can sell that template to any other person in the world who is passing through the same problem. Okay, that is the truth. So you're going to make money. So you don't know how to package those steps. Maybe you did not document the processes when you are implementing, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. I wanted to draw something else again for us. You remember the training I gave you? 4 ladder of value creation. The first one here is called what? The implementers. Next one here is called what? The managers. Next one is called what? The communicators. Next one is called what? The imaginators. As an implementer, document the processes because you make money from what you do. Then what you do. You also make money from what you know. Then no. When you document it as an implementer, it forms what you know. You can use what you know to manage anyone that also wants to do the same thing. And what you do and what you know forms who you become. So not become. You make money from who you become as a consultant. And who you become, build a system, business around it. You create legacy. Turn on legacy. So you are starting implementing with legacy in mind. As you are doing any, as you are solving any problem today, you are thinking legacy in your mind because the thought behind your action is more important than the action itself. So you are doing something to solve a problem. You are starting with legacy in mind. I want to create a legacy. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because your mind is legacy. You will document it. So you can use it to manage people. You can use it to become the right person. You can now create systems and values around it. Because you know it's legacy, you will not rush the process. Because you know it's legacy you are creating. It's one that will live this, after you have gone. Succession plan. What I say? Succession plan. I wish I could have a long series of but I still need all these things to talk about today. I need to connect the dots. I think my time is wonderful. So I need to close right now. So let me just give one line. One line on church, one line on society, one line on business, culture. If I see with me, shall I? Let's go on one line. Society. Let's start from society. Society. There are so many problems in our society that is begging for solutions. Don't tell me you don't have money. Okay, you're not solving problems. That's why you don't have money. The solution you are bringing to the world, how many people are buying it? That will make you a millionaire. Even though you're making one naira. So that said, so 1 million people, that is 1 million naira. So you're just away from making a millionaire. So there are so many problems in our society that is begging for solutions. So many problems. In fact, when times are hard, entrepreneurs emerge. Your capacity to think makes you an entrepreneur. There are so many problems in society begging for solution. If you see one, then you are called to leadership. If you see one that you care about, that you can do something about it, and it is a burden, you are frustrated, you are angry, that things are the way it is, that you can make things better, you are called to solutions. So don't even go too far. That's your burden. Document every step it takes you to solve that problem. Document it because you know that is legacy they are building. You're not going to do things anyhow anymore. You're not going to do things the way other people do things anymore because you're solving a problem. You are documenting it so that when you document it, package it, start it to people. When that thing becomes useful to people, okay, put a premium price. The world is your stage. Say you know what, the world is my stage. The world will celebrate me. Okay, if you solve one problem in this economy and you're making 5 naira for everybody that use that product or services, okay, sell it for 500 people. You're already a millionaire. So why are you looking at it for 500,000 people? Sell it for people. See, Dangote just solved a problem. See, the guy that produced this marker, is he solving a problem? Yes. He did just make one naira from this product that he finally brought to reality. For 1 million people, he's a millionaire. This one, is he solving a problem? Yes. They're not talking to me. Is he solving a problem? Yes. They're not talking to me. Is he solving a problem? Yes. Everything in you is solving a problem. It's someone's product. So how did they arrive at that point? They started implementing with legacy in mind. That's implementing with solution. They know that if I can do this one thing well, it will change the life of my family. So they decide to do that thing well. Don't worry, I'm going to give a training that will connect all these dots. I know you're beginning to get the clarity of the picture. So you don't just come to occupy space on earth. You are coming to find a problem to solve that will live after you have gone. Because you are one of the gods God sent to earth. To liberate and make the earth a better place. You didn't understand who you are. You are a God. Tell us, my God. You are part of him. You are from him. He created you in his image and like he even told you that greater work shall you do. And he lives in you to do greater works. Why are you still acting like an identity? Because you don't even realize who you are as an identity. You don't even know yourself. You are more than enough. Touch yourself, more than enough. Just identify problem. Just look for one problem. I'm going to document you. I'm going to show you any problem at all. You can solve it. Don't solve it with the areas of chopping food. Hunger. Oh. Hunger corrupts. Without not solving problem and expect money in return is corruption. Is fraudulent. Because it's value for value. This thing is sold. For me to need it, I must pay money to collect this thing. Yes or yes? I want to collect this thing without paying money. That mindset is corrupt. That mindset is fraudulent. That I want something without value in return, equivalent to this thing. That mindset is corrupt. That mindset is virus, virus. And that thing comes from poverty. It's entitlement mentality. That someone want to collect this thing without not giving something equivalent to. Dig your well before you are tested. What did I say? Create relationship before you need them. What did I say? That's why I like this company. This company makes you start conversation from prospecting to see why the person will like your product or services. Then you now invite him. You now teach him. So you are creating the relationship before you tell him, sign up. Before you tell him, pay money. There's a relationship going. That means when you are doing this business, without, we don't want to prospect, you want to do business. You have a corrupt mindset. That mindset is fraudulent. You are supposed to prospect, create a relationship before you need that relationship. I'm coming back. And most of us are angry with me right now. Let me run out to this class. Okay, let me go to business. No, business. Let me go to business. I've talked about solutions to society. Have so many people that are begging for solutions. So if you see one, you have a burden with you, I call for leadership to solve that problem. Business. No, business. I'll give 1, 2, 3, 4 lines and we call it today. There are so many problems in your business, in your industry. There are so many problems in your industry and the marketplace that is begging for solution. There are so many wahala in this industry and in the marketplace begging for solution. If you see one, you are called to leadership. There are so many problems in business, industry, and you are involved in to make it better. There are so many problems in it. There are so many problems in your industry and in the marketplace, and they are begging for solutions. They are begging for solutions. They are begging for solutions. Even if it's prospecting, you can solve prospecting problems. There's a book we call Prospecting Rules. Yes or yes? The book tells us that guy solved prospecting problems. I know what he did. He documented it, and he's selling that books all over the world. One of the best-selling author, telling us to like feed the birds. You remember that story now? Yeah. Chameleon telling story. Nathaniel, remember that story now? Remind me one. They take them back. Let the dogs out. Giving us stories, and you read the book, it's fitting you. Let the dogs out. Feed the birds. Drop a sunshine. What again? Curiosity. And so many other things. He just solved. The guy not going to solve many problems. Only one in your industry. One problem he comes up prospecting. He documents it, write it, put stories around it. This guy has sold this book all over the world. This guy has stayed in stage with Eric Wall because he just come to talk about prospecting. And we're paying thousands of dollars to listen to him talk about prospecting. I'm going to talk about Solomon wisdom. People travel everywhere in the world. Solomon was in communication business. Jesus Christ came to communicate. Jesus Christ was in this business. This is what I'm telling you. Only when you can teach someone else what the solutions you brought, you can bring to liberation, you can have fulfillment. You just have to do the things that you have to imagine, communicate, tell communicate. The second to the last one, culture, tell culture. 1, 2 statements. The culture, there are problems in the culture that are begging for solutions. There are problems in my culture, in your culture that are begging for solutions. If you see one, you are called to leadership. You see problem in your society, you are called for leadership. See problem in your business, you are called for leadership. See problem in your culture, you are called for leadership. That is it. There are many problems in your culture begging for solution. If you see one, you are called for leadership. So many problems in your culture. You don't like the way your father used to pour drinks on the ground, do this thing. It's a problem. You're not resonating with it. It's called for leadership. Stand up. Stand up for something, or you sit down for everything. You must stand up for something. Stand up for something. Stand up for something. Be known for something. There are many problems in your culture, in my culture, begging for solutions. If you see one, you are called to leadership. The last one, but not the least, church. There are so many problems in the body of Christ. There are so many problems in the church, begging for solutions. If you see one, you are called to leadership. The world is looking for leaders. 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 God sought for a man to stand in the gap. In the book of Ezekiel 22, 29 to 30. God sought for a man to stand in the gap. I wish I could read it, but you can go home and read it. I'm not a pastor. Your church is enough. Tell them my church is enough. Go to read Ezekiel. Ezekiel 22, 29 to 30. I wish we could read that place. God was looking for a man to be in the gap so that he will not destroy. A man, just one man. Show me one man in your family. Show me one man who's going to stand the gap. And the poverty must stop. Struggle must stop in this generation. Are you the one? Are you ready for it? Are you ready to stand up for yourself? Are you stand up for your children? Are you stand up for your family? See, if wealth did not come to me from my family, wealth should come out from me to the rest of the generation. I will be the end of poverty and the beginning of a new life. I will be the end of sorrows and sickness. I'm going to be the beginning of a new life. Everything that is not, you're not happy about your life, but you are frustrated, should stop in you. Don't transfer the same. The poverty hand over your father hand over the poverty to you. You collected it. Please go and return it back. Tell anyone, neighbor, return it back. Don't collect other poverty and hand over to your children. God was looking for a man. Write these two statements and we call it today. A man is a solution for oppression, robbery, and vexation. A man is a solution for oppression, robbery, and vexation, etc. The world is waiting for me and you to take the lead. A man, men are solutions to oppression, robbery, and vexation, etc. The world is waiting for me and you to take the lead. The world is waiting for me and you to take the lead. That's why we are giving all this knowledge. I said the world, men are solutions to oppression, robbery, and vexation. Let's put it like that. Men are solutions. Men are solutions. Like the way men are solutions to oppression, robbery, and vexation, etc. The world is waiting for me and you to take the lead. Look at Mary Slessor. That woman came to Nigeria and solved the killing of twins. Ava is to kill twins. If she didn't show up, we will still kill twins till today. I don't know. So, men are solutions to oppression, robbery, and vexation, etc. The world is waiting for me and you to take the lead. Tell your neighbor. Tell your neighbor. Stand up and take the lead. Stop complaining. So, because poor people recite their problems, don't be like one. So that's what we started today. Say 4 types of leadership needed in the emerging world. So we need a leader that is strategic, an executive, that is thoughtful, that can advise, that can manage, that can inspire high-performing teams, that can lead by example. And then those leaders must find mentors, model, learn, and fail. And that will lead us to looking for those leaders to stand up for themselves in society, in business, in our culture, in our church. So for you to do that, you have to document everything you are doing right now, your KPI, so that you can use that thing to teach your team. So one of my leaders came so fun. He's a mentor. I'm starting 90 days game plan. I'm going to start the agenda. I'm going to do a pre-launch. So 90 days game plan. So I can put a template for any of my member of the team to come and join. She's doing a template for the member of the team to join. So that he's doing that thing because he wants to know. He documents all he does because documentation will lead to modification. If you cannot modify something that is not documented. Yes or yes? So you can say, okay, this is a person stop here. I can make it better. So that will lead to what you know, to who you become, to legacy you will create for yourself. You are still with me, shall I? Okay, for the online platforms, the YouTube, the Zooms, please don't get involved in a business without mentorship. Get a mentor. You want to succeed. But he that's not a sure mentor will see far. Thank you so much. This is the best you can take today online. Let's look for the rest of us. What you learned today. You learned something today? I will take 3 because of my time. Please don't nobody should raise up and beyond the 3. Thank you. What's your take home today?
Good morning. The first one I played today is